Yo, what's good, people? It's your round pack boy Dolo checking in. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. You know what I'm saying? I just started my mental fast. And for the people who always ask me, yo, what is that? What's a mental fast? Why do you do that? Are you crazy? Yes. So, a mental fast, how I do it. You could do 30 days, you could do 21 days, 30 days, or 60 days. I do 60 days. Or you could do 90 days. I do 60 days. All right? I cut out all social media, no music, no TV, none of that shit. I barely talk to people, like as far as, you know what I'm saying, people that I talk to on a daily basis, like my significant other, my mother, you know what I'm saying, my family and shit like that. Like, I let them know, hey, look, for the next 2 months coming up after this month, for the next 2 months, only contact me if you really, really need me. You know what I'm saying? And of course, if they want to like check in, I'll update them real quick. But that's it. We're not going back and forth about a whole bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking it. We're not doing that these next 2 months. Right? And the reason why is because they'll end up bringing up something negative unconsciously. They won't even be conscious of it. They'll end up bringing up something negative that'll affect the fast that you're doing. Because you only do this fast if you want to be rich. You only do this fast if you want to change your belief system and be a better person. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of beliefs that we have of ourselves, about external things. For example, money. There's a lot of beliefs that we have of money that, you know, it fucks everything up to where we can't get money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell yourself all day that you deserve money, you deserve to be rich, you feel like you deserve it, whatever. But if there's a belief stuck in your mind that you don't deserve money, you will never get it. You have to reprogram. You have to reprogram. Seriously. Now, I do 60 days of that. 60 days. Once you come off that fast, yo, you're a whole new person. You're a whole new person. You're diligent every day. You know what I'm saying? When you disconnect, you need to be plugged into the information. You need to be reading books. You need to be listening to audio books, listening to multimillionaires, listening to people who are happy, listening to people who used to have beliefs that they weren't enough or some shit, and then now they're like super confident and shit. Like, you need to listen to people like that and material like that. Watch material like that, because that's what's gonna reprogram you. Because you disconnected from the social media where you see negative shit all the time. You see people posting ads of bullshit. You see all these different things of such and such murdered, such and such, you know, all this shit where you see it and it fucks with you. And you may not think it fucks with you, but it does. It fucks with your vibration. It fucks with your vibration. And if you vibrate low, you can't attract the good shit that's up high, right? You know what I'm saying? So no social media, no TV. Why? Once again, it's the same game. It fucks with your mind. It fucks with your mind. Like just watching TV, random shit, reality shows, scary movies, all this shit. It fucks with your mind. It lowers your vibration. I know this shit sound crazy. I may sound like a tree hugger. I don't care. I'll hug a tree. I'll absolutely hug a tree, because trees were here, you know, 6,000, just thousands of years before we even were thought about being thought about. You feel me? But anyway, like I was saying, no movies, no music. Why? Because the music fucks with your mind. The words that they saying, bitches, hoes, sluts, kill him, spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Gra. All this shit, right? It's fucking with your mind. It's lowering your vibration. And that's why you'll end up in a situation where, you know, You gotta prove yourself to some random motherfucking stranger because you've been listening to this shit and your mind connected to the superconscious of the universe, and it attracted it to you because your thoughts and how you feel when you listening to that shit, you sending signals out to the universe to send that back to you. That's why I'm careful about what I listen to. I'm careful about what I watch, careful about what I talk about, careful about who I hang around. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Trey Young. I had a conversation with Trey, and we was getting ready for June Fest. And he was like, shit, I want to hear Invisible. It's one of my songs where I talked about killing and all this shit. And I told him, I was like, I'm going to do it, bro. But like that type of music, like I don't like to do it anymore. Especially performing and, you know what I'm saying, put that energy out like that, because that shit'll come back. That's what I was telling him, you feel me? And used to, I would be like, man, I don't give a fuck if it come back. You know what I'm saying? I want it to come back. I want a motherfucker to try me. We're going to motherfucking Mars today, tonight. You know what I'm saying? However far we gotta go. We dying tonight. That's how I was feeling. That's how I used to be. But now it's like, man, fuck that shit. A real player, a real gangster, it's the nigga that's a grandfather watching his grandkids run around in a multi-million-dollar house. That's the real gangster, the real player. We was fooled to think that being cool was being gangster and being ruthless and being violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was fooled to think that way, but that's not true. You know what I'm saying? It's not true. So, back to what I was saying. No music, man. No music. You gotta lock in, listen to white noise, listen to frequencies. Look up meditation frequencies on YouTube. Listen to that shit. It's tedious at first. It's bored. But you become so peaceful. And you damn near become addicted to it because of how good it makes you feel. It makes you feel better than a pill or a beer or a blunt. I promise you it does. I promise you it does. Because you're not attached to anything. You're not attached. You're filling yourself up from the inside, not the outside. You're filling yourself up from the inside. And one more thing I want to talk about real quick before I end this video. Quit lying to yourself. Before I get another DoorDash order and this shit go blink blink while I'm recording this shit. Quit lying to yourself, man. That's where it all starts. Once you stop lying to yourself, you stop lying to others, and then you start operating in a truthful manner. And everything aligns. And when you say something, you do what you say you're going to do. And if you don't do what you said you were going to do, you make sure you contact the person that you said you was going to do it for or to or with. And say, hey, my bad, man. I fucked up. I forgot. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I got you. I got you. Next Wednesday at 7, bro. We can meet up. We can do this shit. Next Wednesday at 7. Baby girl, we could do what we said we was gonna do. All right, my bad. I'm sorry about that. I kind of got sidetracked. Be real, bro. Be honest. Because this is why. And you want to write this shit down. You want to record this shit in your mind, man. Listen, this is why you should not lie to yourself. Because when you lie to yourself, you're basically saying, I don't like who I am. You basically saying who I truthfully am, I do not like that person. That's all you're saying. When you lie to yourself, when you lie to others, I don't like this person that I truthfully am. I don't like him or her. I don't like that person. So I gotta conjure up some bullshit to make it look all glittery and shiny, and then give it to other people and give it to myself. See what I'm saying? When knowing the whole time, once you crack the glitter and all that shit open, it's rot on the inside. Because you never worked on the truth. You never worked on the truth of who you really are, who you truly are. You never really worked on it. You just conjured up some shit. You lied to yourself, and then you told somebody else, and they believed it. So now you believe it low-key. But when you really by yourself, you know it's a lie. You know it's a lie. Actually, when you with anybody, when you talking to them, even though they believe it subconsciously, on an unconscious level, guess what? You know you're lying. I had to peep the police, man. Every time I see a cop, I had to watch and see what that motherfucker doing. But he had somebody pulled over and he ain't worried about me. But stop lying to yourself, man. Seriously. Keep that shit 100 from the jump all the way to the end. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's why niggas' tires get cut and their cars get scratched up. You know what I'm saying? They end up in all kind of weird situations where they gotta keep hiding shit. And you got butterflies in your guts because you left your phone when you went to take a shit in the room where your bitch at. And you hoping that she don't check it, but you don't want to go back in there and get the phone because you're gonna look guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much, man. When you could just keep it real from the jump. When you keep it real from the jump. You know what I'm saying? When you first met her, hey, look, I got other bitches right now. I ain't gonna lie, I just met you. I still got them. I cut them off, they gonna be mad at me. They gonna be mad. I wouldn't give a fuck, but shit, you gotta earn that spot. You gotta earn me not giving a fuck about them being mad. I don't give a fuck now, but I'm just saying, you gotta earn me not giving a fuck about them being mad because I want you and only you. And then cutting these hoes off. And they were doing shit for me. You see what I'm saying? Just keeping it real from the jump instead of, oh yeah, no, I ain't dating nobody. You the only one. And then 2-3 months down the line, women are very smart, very, very intelligent, very smooth ass humans. They'll find out. And depending upon what kind of bitch you fucking with, you might find yourself in shit in hot water. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to women, man. Seriously, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to nobody. Keep that shit 100. And that's how you prosper, because you're being truthful about where you're at in life. Man, it's your round. Pat Boy Dolo checking out. Be on the lookout for the reaction videos coming soon when I get done with this mental fast. And I'm going to be pumping out more of the podcast content, round the clock thinkers to the moon, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we out. You did.